Right for the flight salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Counselor Woods.
Here.
Counselor Daigle.
I'm still here.
Counselor Sarnoski.
Here.
Counselor Smalley.
Here.
Counselor Hamilton.
Here.
Counselor Whitaker.
Here.
Mayor Sumner.
Here. Any media present? Anyone wishing to speak before the city council tonight on any subject matter will need to fill out a speaker form and turn it into the recorder. Forms are available on the sign-in table in the back of the room. Please turn cell phones off or silence them during the meeting. Announcement for Zoom attendees. If you're joining tonight's meeting via Zoom, you will automatically be muted upon entry, and you'll need to identify yourself if your full name is not already attached to the device being used. You will be unable to unmute yourself. Public comments will only be taken if prior notification was given to the city recorder. Public comment. The purpose of this public comment period is to allow citizens to present information or raise issues regarding agenda items only. There will be time at the end of the meeting for citizens to speak about off-agenda items. A time limit of 3 minutes per citizen shall apply. All citizens must come up to the microphone. The council appreciates the time taken by the public to provide comments and desires to hear your thoughts and concerns. However, to be able to run our meetings efficiently and to protect the rights of all involved, the city needs to utilize this time as a period of receiving rather than providing information. Thank you for your understanding. Do we have any? Okay. So on to public hearing, resolution number 2025.19, supplemental budget. We'll start with staff report.
Mayor, councilors, Tammy Trowbridge, City Finance Director. This is a public hearing for Resolution 2025.19 for interested parties to speak regarding the proposed changes to the fiscal year 2025-26 budget. After the hearing, council is being asked to consider approving the resolution to adopt the supplemental budget adjustment for the fiscal year as described herein. These fund adjustments were unforeseen at the time the budget was prepared. Our current municipal court clerk is now retiring, and during these months of staff training, there are double wages, health insurance and PERS costs going to this department, as well as a vacation payout will be paid to the retiring person. We are also experiencing higher jail expenses than originally projected in this department. There's been a cost increase at the county, and I think we are using them well. In the non-departmental, non-allocated to any unit department, the city's final insurance cost came in higher than budgeted because of facility values increasing based on the CIS-sponsored appraisal, which is done every 3 years, and this was our 3rd year. This supplemental budget also accommodates the grant recently received from Oregon Department of Administrative Services, which was approved at the November council meeting for the fire department training facility. The state basically is writing us a check for that grant, and we will report to them as we spend it, but we wanted to be able to spend it as the project progresses.
Okay, at this time, I would like to open up public hearing and accept public comment. If there's any public comment, you will have 3 minutes for each speaker. Do we have any public comment? Okay, at this time, I'm going to close the public hearing. And then are we going to move to adopt the resolution?
That'll be later.
Okay, it had to take us a month and thought that. Okay. So on to consent agenda, November 10th, 2025, council minutes. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve. I'll second that.
I have a motion from Councilor Hamilton,
Hamilton, second by Woods.
Any discussion? Let's vote.
Counselor Woods,
Aye.
Counselor Daigle,
Aye.
Counselor Sarnoski,
Aye.
Counselor Smalley,
Aye.
Counselor Hamilton, Counselor Whitaker,
Aye.
Mayor Sumner.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And moving on to council business, resolution 2025.16, Oregon State Marine Board Boating Facility and Waterway Access Grant Application. Staff report.
Mayor, Council, Christy Gilbert, Community Development. Some of you may remember, some of you are familiar with, in one way or another, Ford's Pond. The last phase is the boat dock, marine, there's a vaulted toilet, paid parking, all this is off of the Highway 138 access point. So recently in 2023, they had approved us for match funds of up to $10,000 in order to do the wetland permitting. We have successfully got the joint application permits approved for that, as well as the 401, the DEQ stuff, the stormwater. Anyway, so we are ready to rock and roll now. The Marine Board engineered the entire thing for us at no cost. And so now we're going after their next fund bucket of funds in order to build it. So the engineer's cost estimate that they have provided us is approximately $852,774. And so there's a 25% match that we will also be seeking additional funds for, but at this phase, we're applying for the entire amount and seeing what we can get. And then we'll utilize other grant funds as match at this point. Otherwise, it'll be in the next budget that we would address the shortfall. So we ask that you approve resolution 2025.16 to apply for the grant to the Oregon State Marine Board.
We have a motion.
I'll make a motion. We approve 2025.16.
I'll second it.
We have a motion.
I have a motion from
And she's-
Counselor Sarnoski and a second by Counselor Hamilton.
Any discussion?
I'm not gonna say it.
This is for construction, not consulting. They gave us the consultant. Come on.
For free. And we're going for a grant to pay for the rest.
Well, it's obvious that that money would just pay for the whole project without that. So. What a waste. He made me say something.
Any other discussion? Well, I think it's pretty cool because that parking lot really needs some work. And a lot of people wouldn't mind putting some boats in there if they had a way to get to them. And another bathroom on that side would be really nice.
And it'll increase the size of the parking area. It'll make the maneuverability for the trucks and the trailers as well as all the ADA accessibility.
Is
So
somebody to ask questions now? On that?
Yes, we already have the motion.
Okay, so will these be motorized boats? In this?
I think they put a speed limit on, didn't they?
they're electric motors.
Yes. I think there's a
Will that
max
affect-
kind of speed limit.
Will that affect kind of the, what's going on at Ford's Pond with kind of the peacefulness that's going on right now?
It'll be very quiet. There'll be electric only and there's a 10-mile-an-hour speed. So I don't think you'll notice much difference from the kayaks and the canoes that are there, right? Somebody take a test, like a throw on the letter, but then it's not a regular. It'll be very quiet.
It's very dangerous.
Not the trolling motor races.
I was going to put it in there.
It'll be nice to have that and done.
Right.
That ended correspondence, so that's great.
Even busier. Sorry, super busy.
But a lot of people park over there and it's hard to,
You can't get turned around.
Just the dusty mouse and it just.
a lot of potholes and things. Let's vote.
Counselor Woods,
Aye.
Counselor Daigle, Counselor Sarnoski,
Aye.
Counselor Smalley,
Aye.
Counselor Hamilton,
Aye.
Counselor Whitaker, Mayor Sumner.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Under resolution number 2025.17, Public Works Surplus Equipment, staff report.
Mayor, council, Aaron Swan, Public Works. Every so often, we have a piece of equipment or a vehicle that we no longer use and like to get rid of. It's tidy around there, and this 2005 Dodge Caravan is one of those things that just doesn't get used anymore. It sits there and until the batteries are dead and charge it up and no one uses it. So we want to take it to that auction and just get rid of it. So the suggested motion is that you approve the surplus of the 2005 Dodge Caravan.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second.
By the motion by Counselor Daigle, second by Counselor Sarnoski.
Any discussion?
You don't think we could keep this for the new city manager's rate or revive it?
That's a tremendous point. I had.
Put some-
I was gonna, repeat the record like this.
Make me drive to work tomorrow.
He's still the other job right now. Let's vote.
Counselor Woods. Counselor Daigle.
I,
Counselor Sarnoski. Counselor Smalley.
Aye.
Counselor Hamilton.
Aye.
Counselor Whitaker.
Aye.
Mayor Sumner.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Under resolution number 2025.18, OTIB loan approval, staff report.
Mayor, Council, Christy Gilbert, Community Development. In February, we had approved resolution 2025.03 that authorized the execution of the loan for the Oregon Transportation Infrastructure Bank loan for the Dakota Street Signal. One of the components of that loan was that we had engineered the amount of the loan. We did not. I simply put it together and through the knowledge that I had of all of the costs, and it was a little low. ODOT actually provided engineering services for us to obtain that amount. And so now we're bringing back a fresh resolution along with the commitment letter for the new cost amount. So it was about $1.5 million difference. So this one's a little bit more accurate because an actual engineer put it together. So.
Do I have a motion?
I guess I'll make a motion to approve 2025-18, the OTIB loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, OTIB loan.
Second. We have a motion and a second.
A motion by Counselor Sarnoski, a second by Counselor Hamilton.
Any discussion? Can you refresh my memory of where the money to pay for this is coming from?
It's kind of a multiple, there's system development charges that we've been collecting specifically for from the developments on the west side that are going into this, as well as urban renewal dollars and
some state gas tax, apportionment that comes from the state. And we're pledging that if necessary as well.
Now, is this the one that was citizen requested?
Well,
Years ago? Is
it's
that what
been-
started this whole thing?
it's been in the making for many years, and then all of the development continues to trigger. So the west side development over the years has always called for the interchange signals to be improved. Well, there's not one single development that's gonna ever be able to improve our interchange in one swell swoop. So the city, over the years that I've been here at least, and maybe more, have been making those small steps of the improvements that have to help eliminate just the trigger of the interchange. So then by the time we get to the interchange, we've taken all the preliminary measures that are a little bit more affordable and they help the developments continue to come.
Because I just remember a couple of years ago, there was a request for a light down there, and I was wondering if this was a result of that.
This is, yeah, that's part of it. I mean, that also helped, but at the same time with the multitude of developments going on the west side, it's triggering. We've had lots of traffic analysis that are saying it's time. So here we are and we're trying to.
Yeah, because I remember the study said that there was enough traffic in. So I'm assuming.
Right,
Development.
right. And they continue to grow. And so we're right there. Too many more developments will tip it over the edge. And so that's the importance of it. Because by the time we get this through engineering and construction, I'm anticipating a good 3 years.
That makes sense. Thank you.
And it has nothing to do with closing down Park Hill. It's just
It has nothing to do with that. This is just one of those safety measures that are called out. So it's like the right-hand turn lane that led into Dovetail. That was one of those measures. We're trying to align this so then we're trying to work with ODOT and seek additional funds to widen it into 3 lanes from the freeway to Dakota Street, as well as the signal. And so as the developments continue, we have that continued right turn lane into Dakota. It'll give that certainty on the south side. So when developments come and they approach us, they know how to align their developments as far as the certainty of where that road's going to go. So we're also working on a TGM grant, the traffic growth management through ODOT. That is an internal circulation for land on the south side of the freeway. So many, many moons, probably not in my lifetime, but it could be 20 years, 40 years that it does trigger that Park Hill does get closed. It's called out in our IAMP that one day, yes, can't say when, but it's because you cannot take a frontage road and tie it to the freeway. And so we will hopefully by that time have built that internal circulation. Right now we're working on the plan, built the internal circulation, whether it connects to exit 135, whether it just circulates and works with all the property owners and the developers. There's a variety of things that we're working on through this whole process.
So is this amount going to change before this light is finished?
3 years from now.
I don't know if I can.
We hope
Honestly,
not.
you can't
We
do
really
that.
hope not. This was the cost projection by their engineering team. They came up with these numbers, which by the way is higher than what they originally came in with a year ago, right? No, but we also talked to them about it and they were like, oh, intersections,
Yeah.
stoplights, it'll be this amount.
But it had increased from by the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a long time, 3 years for it to be done, and it seems that, you know, with inflation as it is, it's going to continue to grow.
And some inflation was built into the cost estimate, but again, we can't predict the future too much, so.
We kind of know we have to do something eventually down there.
Right. And why is
Have
it
to sign
take
it all.
3 years to do something?
By the time the whole thing is engineered and then constructed, that's just, I mean, that's our estimate. Because you have to go out to bid, and so we're gonna have to go out to bid for the engineer, we're gonna have to go out to bid for the construction, those processes take time.
So you're also saying that the amount of housing that's out there right now isn't necessary to have this street light there at this time, but for future growth, it would be necessary. How much future growth is it that it would be necessary?
If we continue to bring in the commercial development on Dakota Street itself, it's gonna be over the top.
Do we know how much growth that would be to actually trigger that?
Traffic counts I do have, but I don't have them with me.
But I do believe that it finally triggered the traffic count for ODOT, or they wouldn't have given us the permission to do this. And that's one of the reasons we're moving on it, is that we've been asking them for something over there to help relieve the problem. And the answer continued to be no, no, no. And finally they came back with, yes, you finally got it to the point, there's enough going on over there. We will give you permission if you get this put in within 5 years. Wasn't the commitment letter. If it wasn't built in 5 years, they were going to pull the permission and look at it again. So we really feel like this is necessary to continue the growth and the development and finishing those things out. I mean, I don't know if you've.
Every development that we have on the west side, whether it's residential or commercial, we have to require a traffic analysis. So we continue, everything you see go up over there, all of those developers have conducted a traffic analysis.
I remember a couple of years ago, we had this conversation. I don't remember if it was here or if it was at planning. And we had a bunch of people come in and actually specifically request a stoplight down there. And the ODOT rep was actually here and specifically said that the count is not high enough for us to put a stoplight in there. And that was only 2, maybe 3 years ago. So there's been enough development out there in just that short time to bring it up to the state we're in now.
Yes. And one of the advantages is if we do it, it costs significantly less because of, we don't have to meet this. There's certain federal criteria that also has to be implemented when ODOT, like if they put 1 penny into it. So by us doing it this route, then it releases us of some of those requirements as well. So it'll cost less.
Any other discussion? Vote.
Counselor Woods.
Aye.
Counselor Daigle.
Aye.
Counselor Sarnoski. Counselor Smalley.
Aye.
Counselor Hamilton. Counselor Whitaker.
Aye.
Mayor Sumner.
Aye.
Motion carries.
On to resolution number 2025.19, supplemental budget. Anything you'd like to add?
I'd just like to say that your options are either to adopt the resolution 2025.19 for the supplemental budget adjustment or not to adopt it. And if there's any questions, feel free to ask.
Do I have a motion to adopt 2025.19 supplemental budget?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025.19 for the supplemental budget.
Have a second.
I'll say.
I have a motion by Counselor Whitaker and a second, or sorry, a motion by Counselor Hamilton and a second by Counselor Whitaker.
Any discussion? Let's vote.
Counselor Woods. Counselor Daigle.
Aye.
Counselor Sarnoski.
Aye.
Counselor Smalley.
Aye.
Counselor Hamilton. Counselor Whitaker.
Aye.
Mayor Sumner. Motion carries.
On the OLCC, listed government recommendation for the Miller Company at Sutherlin LLC. Staff report.
Counselors and Mayor, we are asking you to review the OLCC local government recommendation form and decide if the council would like to approve the OLCC local government recommendation form. Lucas Maine is applying for an OLCC license for a milling company at Sutherlin LLC Food Truck Pavilion, which will be located at 177 West Everett. The police department has reviewed the application and provided their recommendation to bring to council. Your options are to recommend the approval of the OLCC local government recommendation form for milling company at Sutherlin LLC as presented, or to deny the recommendation. The suggested motion is to recommend the approval of the form.
Do I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve OLCC local government recommendation form for Mill and Company at Sutherlin LLC as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Counselor Whitaker and a second by Counselor Hamilton.
Any discussion?
Where is this at?
It's the old transmission, 177
The
Everett.
food truck?
It's not even built yet.
No, but they're going step by step. They can get this
Yeah.
food.
I do believe Erica is here too, representing them.
If you'd like to hear from them.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay. Erica, would you like to come up? Yes. How's the project coming?
It's coming. We're waiting on, financials to be approved and permits.
which they've received the demo permit already.
Oh, good. Okay.
So as soon as all of that is finalized, we are good to be done.
What other permits are you waiting for?
This one.
Oh, this is.
As far as construction, she knows more on that side.
So we do have, so we're working through the final contract documents is still, just because they're set with a date. And so why their engineer is continuing to design the project, I didn't want them to be stuck to a date certain and then us continuing to do the extension. So we've held the contracts for a little bit. However, it's in the engineering phase. They've got the demo permit issue. They're going through with this portion of it. They've got all of their financials and business plans submitted. So now we'll continue to work through that probably this week and then kind of get a better idea of where their engineer is. And then we'll start the process with the title company and everything through all those contract documents.
Cool. Good luck.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Kirk?
No.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's vote.
Counselor Woods,
Aye.
Counselor Daigle,
Aye.
Counselor Sarnoski.
Aye.
Counselor Smalley.
Aye.
Counselor Hamilton, Counselor Whitaker,
Aye.
Mayor Sumner.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Moving on to report, annual SDC report 2024-2025, finance director.
Mayor and councilors, this is the SDC annual report. It's only for information. No action is being asked, but ORS 223.311 states that local government shall provide an annual accounting for system development charges showing the total amount of system development charge revenues collected for each system and the projects that were funded in the previous fiscal year. The attached report is to satisfy those requirements. In ORS 223.2292 and 3, it distinguishes between improvement SDCs and reimbursement SDCs. Currently, the city of Sutherlin only charges for improvement SDCs, which are to be used for future capital improvements to the city. Reimbursement SDCs are something different. Those are repayments for capital improvements already completed. And so you will see the report attached and there's been collection in all of these areas of SDCs, and then you will see the transfer out under street and storm SDCs, moving over to the street construction fund for the Dakota Street signal. And that was in the budget last year that we make that move over there to help fund that project. And other than that, if you have any questions, comments?
And then Waite Street property update.
So City Manager Jerry Gillum and Sutherlin School District Superintendent Terry Prestiani have long shared the vision of creating a sports complex for the children and the families of Sutherlin, which is a concept that was previously presented at City Council. Urban Renewal Agency funds have been allocated for this project for some time. Last month, Jerry, Christie, and myself attended the school board meeting to introduce the idea to their board. The board expressed optimism, but requested a more detailed proposal before moving forward. Since then, city staff and Superintendent Prestiani have continued discussions to define collaboration parameters. The first steps include renewing the wetland delineation and incorporating the project into Sutherlin's Parks Master Plan. The city plans to fund the wetland delineation renewal estimated at $7,000 and update the Parks Master Plan to include the property. Once these tasks are complete, an Memorandum of Understanding or MOU or an intergovernmental agreement IGA will be developed to formalize the partnership. Superintendent Prestiani will present these initial steps to the school board, and the city will provide an update at the next URA meeting as progress continues.
For anyone agenda, the fire department training facility contract will be postponed until next meeting. And on to city manager report.
Got nothing.
Nothing this time. Okay. On to council comments. Remember, monthly meeting time is limited. Please ask questions or make statements that are likely to benefit the group. Individual comments and questions that can be handled on a one-on-one basis should be handled outside the meeting. Let's start with Councilor Woods. Good. Okay. Councilor Daigle.
Well, this is our last meeting of 2025.
Yeah.
Next year is a whole new start. We have a new city manager who's really gonna get it. And I hope everybody has a good holiday.
Councilor Sarnowski.
Christmas lights. So those two big trees that were blanking, the big programmable one, the lights on them are shot. I can't fix them fast enough. They're burning out faster than I can get them replaced. So we didn't put them up, and I'm restringing all the lights on all of them. I've got the big one done, but I had to double up the lights, so I didn't have enough to finish the small ones. So the new ones for those are on order. They should be here on the 10th. I have the lift reserved for Cody at A1 on the 12th, and hopefully they should be going up on the 12th. But other than that, it's just been a fight with lights this year.
Missed them, just so you know.
A lot of people missed it.
Yeah.
They should be better this year because the new ones, instead of just being static on and off, you can turn them so they do effects. They'll still be solid green, but at least they won't be just green cones. And hopefully next year I'd like to add some color to them. But I'm getting them there. It's just taking time this year. We had about
All three, we love all three.
they're about 6 years old, and the rope lights that are on them were so full of water that for every section I would fix, that extra power would burn out 5 or 6 sections down the line. So they were just so corroded that the whole thing had to be stripped off. But
5 years?
it's been a while. Those big green ones were the first one. It might even have been longer than that. Yeah. I think- So it's at least 5 years. So probably the first ones were probably 7 years old.
Councilor Smalley.
Had nothing.
And Councilor Hamilton.
I just want to add that we have a new chamber director, and meet and greet with her will be at the community center this Wednesday at 5:30, I believe. Unfortunately, I won't get to meet her because my grandson has a game. I'm going to. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there for others that.
Community Center at 5:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Merry Christmas to everybody.
Thank you. Council President Whitaker. Well, it's been a pretty eventful, crazy year, and I want to thank everybody for supporting the city and showing up to our meetings. Tree lighting was pretty successful. The big tree lit up, looked beautiful. Christmas carolers were really good. And so I thought that was great. I want to wish everybody a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Yule, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. And I look forward to an exciting new year with our new city manager. Congratulations. Looking forward to working with you. And I think that's about it. So to end the evening, I'd like to offer public comments. The purpose of public comment is to allow citizens to present information regarding items off the agenda. A time limit of 3 minutes per citizen shall apply. Do we have any? Okay. Well, saying that, I guess we can end our year with a fairly quick meeting. Adjourn.